Don't park. It's like someone saying don't park. It should not be don't park. It should be don't park. Yeah, it's like that.
Shut up. Don't park.
Welcome to another episode of
क्योंकि मैं झूठ नहीं बोलता. With me आज Rishi Kapoor
and Aurelius Coutinho, and today we're going to be talking about Mahindra Scorpio N.
Yeah, ये बिच्चू मुझे काट खाएगा because well look at it, no? Like जब मैं बैठा था और मैं उतरा था तो मुझे हाइट उतनी ही लग रही थी. You have to literally climb in and
climb out. First thing that we're going to talk about is the design.
Look at these lights, you know, the Scorpion's tail is just making a little U-turn over here, and you know, even on the sides when the whole thing goes behind on itself, it just looks amazing. It's a very imposing front grille with those vertical slats. I like it. I like the fact that they've played big. They've not like gone safe about it. I was just going to ask you, Auri, if you had the money and you were out looking for like a semi-off-roader, soft-roader, which is still a family car, would you go for this one or would you go for the classic?
I would go for this one.
You go for this one?
Yeah.
I'll also go for this one. Why is it better? क्यों उसको पहले आधे घंटे में 1 लाख bookings आए हैं?
Yeah.
ये देखना पड़ेगा आज.
The launch, if you get those sort of numbers without journalists putting out reviews, even putting anything out, कि गाड़ी कैसी है भाई, मगर नई गाड़ी देख ली चाहिए.
Yes.
That's a huge number in itself.
The first thing you notice is actually on the side of the car that tire is so huge. और हमें लगा था ये 21 इंच का tire. It's actually an 18-inch tire. It's a fat tire.
But the side wall.
Ooh.
The side wall is so big that because of which the profile of the tire in itself is, and this is what Mahindra does well.
Yeah.
टायर ह्यूज है.
Yes.
वो व्हील वेल कितना प्रोपोर्शनेट है उसके लिए.
कितना प्रोपोर्शनेट है. तो while we were shooting this video हमारे बाजू में से एक इनोवा हाई क्रॉस गई और उस पे ऐसे लग रहा था जैसे कि रिक्शा का टायर लगा हुआ है. बहुत ही छोटा लग रहा है.
कंपेयर टू माय चाइल्डहुड डेज जब सस्ता वाला गाड़ी मॉडल कार लेते थे उस पे के जो स्टैंडर्डाइज्ड टायर्स आते थे.
Correct.
लुक लाइक दैट.
व्हाट आई एम रियली थैंकफुल फर्स्टली यू बॉट दिस कार. मेरे घर पे आज 6 लोग खाने पे आ रहे हैं और मैं उनको इसी पे जो है एक चद्दर डाल के खिलाने वाला हूँ.
हमारे यहाँ ऐसा ही होता है.
लेट्स टॉक अबाउट दैट साइड स्टेप.
The side step, this is huge in itself. That's a huge step. If I had to just step in directly, first I would have to empty my pockets, then put my leg inside and get in. So getting in and out is not a problem. Also, there's a grab handle here in case you need more support getting in.
See, I was just looking that you climbed into this car.
Yeah, I did.
I usually like just sliding into the car. Chalo, this is a slide test with Aurelius Coutinho and the Scorpio N. We'll try and see if boys of our height and stature क्या हम गाड़ी में slide करके निकल सकते हैं बिना grab handles को use किए. Oh, you did it!
Yeah.
Arina, get out without holding anything. He did it! 50 points to Gryffindor. Ajay, tell me something. If you've pushed the car, have you felt that the seats are like really nice and cushiony? Like
The seats are nice.
They're nice?
The seats are nice and they need to be nice is because there's huge amount of body room. But there's another issue that I know about the car is try closing the door.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
See, it's not closed.
It doesn't.
You gotta put your might into it.
Yeah, because you know this is a heavy door.
Actually, it's not heavy. It's the way they position the grab handle.
Correct.
So it's offset. Had it been here, where normally is for the other cars, the door feels lighter. But because you're pulling it at the point where it's connected to the main body frame, physics.
Thank
you,
physics
Professor.
is all wrong. Thank you, Professor Aurelius Coutinho.
The physics is wrong. Otherwise, it's the design is nice.
It's actually nice.
There should have been one more, maybe sort of a ridge here where you could grab and pull the door. And that's it.
Correct.
The other difficulty that I found in this is on the front seat when you're driving. You sort of have to get used to the pockets is because these pockets are ingrained, like integrated. The ones on the front, they're popping out. So, you know, there are times when I end up searching for things, like where are my things, and then I have to open that and like, okay, right there.
Right, again, magician Aurelius Coutinho.
What do you like about the back?
So I'll tell you, I've seen these kind of lights in the Jazz also. They're little Volvo inspired if you look at them. Now I'm going to ask you the biggest question that is asked to. So this is the lady that usually replaces me in the afternoon after I've finished cooking in an house. I'm usually supposed to walk that girl.
कैसे लोग रहते हैं यार यहाँ पर.
Scorpio में दरवाजा खुलता है, ऊपर नहीं होता. Do you like that setting or not? Fumble.
I sort of like it.
You like it?
And I'll tell you why.
Why?
I'm thinking from the aspect of putting heavier things inside. The reason, what has happened now, because there's no door hinge on the top, if you open it wide, anything that you want to put in heavy that is larger, that can fit in very well right here. If you had a door which would open up, this sort of, because they had to reinforce this, वो eliminate हो जाता है. I could understand why it is this way and how I can use it now. Imagine आपने अगर एक 70 इंच का टीवी ले लिया, उसका बॉक्स ही इतना बड़ा रहता है, वो फिट हो जाएगा. So like I tried doing that for shifting homes and I wanted to transfer a lot of stuff. I tried fitting in that box in Tata Safari.
So Auri, should I drive? Should you drive? Should we flip a coin?
You know what? I'll let you drive. Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. पहले मैंने इसका जो है ऐसा like this is some kind of plow उसको नीचे किया. बड़े गाड़ी का truckish feel आता है.
Rugged वाला.
Yeah, rugged वाला.
But I like the way they've scooped the whole center console around it.
That's actually quite nice because it gets its own dedicated space. And
Exactly.
Initially जैसे गाड़ी उठी, it was like, you know, it felt like कुछ powerful उठा है. So that was good.
It is powerful.
It's got that
400 Newton meters of torque.
I'm gonna test that now.
And what, 172 brake horsepower?
Auri, tell me something, because I've just started driving the car. The analog dials are a personal favorite of mine.
Mine too. I don't like the digital dials at all.
Correct.
Because I don't know, for me, that sort of connects me to the car more better
Correct.
than what a digital dial would.
वो जो rev counter घूमने का feel होता है वो तो उसी में आता है.
नहीं है. See, you have 3 modes on it. Zip, zap, zoom.
Correct.
Like the first drive mode is very easy to remember also. Zip being the city mode, zap is like the balance, and zoom is like it says, zoom.
Yep.
But right now, okay, I'll switch it to zip,
Okay.
which is supposed to be the eco mode.
Correct.
Now you're noticing that the car is still revving high.
Yes, it is. There's a little dull response, but the revs are still too high, and that's never good for your mileage.
It's still getting a mileage of around, I got a decent mileage of around 11.7, like they claim 12.
I saw that on the. Wow.
First of all, I have not found one wireless charger. एक wireless charger नहीं है जिसपे तो आपने फोन रखा है और वो continuously charge हो रहा है.
You need like कुछ ऐसा.
Yeah, you need dedication, 5% of your attention span to see if that phone is still charging. But that body roll is compensated by the seats.
Wow.
The seats are beautiful. And so is the car on the inside.
It is now already, I've driven it for a few meters and I like it.
One shot. You put it in zoom and try. I've not tried the zoom one.
Okay, let's see.
Oh yeah, there's that.
There it is.
There.
Oh, the gearbox is quite good.
Very refined. By the way, what you guys have done with the gearbox is brilliant.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, I like what he's done with his Wagoner, man. What is that?
Oh, I understand. This is Khali's car. So what I like, Auri, is that because it's got that suspension that can take a bit of travel, you do tend to throw the car around, like the car just reminds you ki boss, I'm a semi-off-roader, semi-people carrier, I'm not at the XUV 700. Do you like the pricing of this car? Because it's a lot more than the classic Mahindra Scorpio.
See, for the price point, one is you get a very different looking car.
That's true.
Two is you get a very well-built car.
It's true again.
Mahindra has improved. The panel noises are quite less. Like we've gone through a rough patch here and there on the road, but we haven't heard any creaking of a sort.
Yes.
Even in new cars they would have.
Correct.
The advantage is for people who have money to spend or don't have money to spend, they can still stretch out a little and get the car. Targeted at different price points, लेना है तो लो, मगर ये हमारा price point है.
Correct. Okay. मुझे ये बोलना है कि cars like this, you know, ladder frame, all of that, you have a lot of body room.
Correct.
But it still just goes, it does a little shimmy. How much shimmy have you felt and have the people sitting behind complained?
I haven't had people complain at the back. Now, one is I've not asked them if they really I think even if I put myself in the back seat, I might feel that. At the back seat, though they are comfortable, they have a nice under-thigh support as well, by the way, for longer drives.
Yes, they do.
So they're good, but because they're much more flatter, you'll feel that much more. The car is surprisingly easy to handle. Now, we shooting this video, we ideally should be doing 40 or 50 so that guys who are doing the tracking shots, it's comfortable for them. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'll tell you, we're driving way above 80. It's because this guy's enjoying the drive. The one issue that I have, like I mentioned earlier, is the gear change is slightly slower. So I feel that the car can get much more fuel economy than what they are claiming. It's decent.
They need a gearbox that has a lot of grunt in the lower end before shifting. this torque converter is being, yes, in zip it feels very lazy. Like I'm waiting for it to change right now.
Yeah, it is, and it's annoying after some time.
Correct.
It gets annoying. Okay, that's another thing I do. I don't know why, Mahindra, you don't have adjustable seat heights for the front passengers. People who end up switching drivers for longer journeys, I would not like to be here.
I also like my seat. You see, we're both tall boys, and I understand for people, shorter individuals who have this complaint. But as a tall boy, I like my seat to be absolutely planted to the ground. It gives the car a little better center of gravity as well.
Yes.
I'm quite surprised at how amazing this car is to drive. I don't feel like I can lean on this car in a corner. I haven't pushed it.
No, you can.
You can?
You can, but at safe speeds, it's nice. But when the body roll does kick in a bit, you tend to lose a bit of confidence down the road. But once you get used to it, yeah. In the second version of the Scorpio N, please change the position of the grab handles, the door handles. I mean, it's okay for me to pull the door at that speed. I mean, every time I have to close the door, I curse myself is because I end up banging the door. So, are we having a difference of opinion on this car, or somehow we are agreeing to something?
I particularly think for sure that this can replace वो पुराना वाला Fortuner जिसके पास था, or somebody looking at a second-hand Fortuner. You can buy this car because it is big, it's macho, it's quite punchy. I mean, I've driven it very little, but I can understand that in the zoom mode it does take off. मुझे अच्छा लग रहा है वो.
I would recommend this is because you get a sunroof.
This is one more thing Mahindra gave us. This is a big car. Give us a panoramic sunroof. This is a big car. I thought I would not like this car, and I am so pleasantly surprised.
It is a beautiful car.
It is a nice car.
Oh, okay. Now, since I heard this for the first time, okay, I have to put this out. Listen to this. It's a chime.
Yes.
Where's that mechanical sound? I want that. I mean, no. Yeah, I want that. That's what I want from an SUV. What is this? Don't park. It's like someone saying don't park. It should not be don't park. It should be don't park. Yeah, it's like that.
Shut up. Don't park.
No. Okay, that's another. The third thing. I don't know. I've forgotten about it. But this, the chime is all wrong. It doesn't go with this car. It can go in a Nano.
Probably. Even a Nano would be like, I'm still a Tata.
Yeah. Don't put it in a Scorpio N. Don't.
Don't.